Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we've got Ninja Cat 111 going to be calling in, and we'll be on with Ninja Cat 111 tomorrow at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time here in the U.S. And we're going to be talking about the stuff of life. Okay, just it's not pretty out there, but we've got to talk about it, and we also we go through the dictionary on scriptures and myths, and also we go through other books as well, and talk about whatever you want to talk about. We're wanting to make a caller-generated program, and so hey, Ninja, good to have you on the program. You are the Cosmic Essence, the new channel that we've got coming up, huh?
Yes, I am. I am duality. I am two. I don't want to say people right now.
Okay.
Yeah. I love it. I can't wait till we start getting things moving. I think I've fixed the Skype issue, like I just said in the chat, and I can't see anything because I just got signed out of everything. Everything just crashed. So yeah,
Okay.
Everything's crashed with it.
All right. Is that so? You were gonna call in on Skype, but then is that why you called in on the phone?
Well, we still have to figure out the conference thing. I can do Skype, but
all right. Well, okay. My question is, yeah. All right. Well, then we can do that on the side. But my question is for tomorrow on the program: are we going to be doing it by a headset on Skype or what?
Yes.
Okay, good.
We need to do a quick little
test
just before the program, but I think I fixed it. I found another setting in the gaming section that was turned right down, and so I turned that up, and so that should fix it.
All right, good.
Yeah, so we'll do a little test beforehand.
All right.
Yeah.
And on the logo, I just want to recommend if you can find a sunburst, like from the graphic I have of some type of sunburst, but that would be the essence of the cosmic essence is the light. So if you could find a star burst or something like that, because what's that logo you got on there right now?
It's the same as the preview video, the picture on there, the sunflower with the sun shining on it.
Oh, is that the sun? Okay, I can't tell. It almost all right. Yeah, it's
mostly the sunflower on it.
Oh, okay, because I can't. It's hard to tell when it's small.
Yeah, that's how it
It almost looks like the classic angel with wings or something. That's what I was trying to figure out what it was. All right.
Oh no, it's a sunflower.
Oh.
It's the sun shining on the sunflower.
Gotcha. All right. Good.
The same as the graphic.
All right.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah. It looks all right then. Yeah, I just didn't know. It's shadowy. It doesn't. Maybe it's not centered properly. Maybe that's why it looks that way.
That's just, I don't know how to change that.
That's all right. Well. Anyway, what's up?
I've got a break.
Or I'm sorry, I was supposed to say we're on the WhatsApp. That's the new thing, WhatsApp. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. You just made me think of what's up down under. Yeah.
Oh, what's going down under? Okay.
Yeah, I'm on a break, and I feel refreshed right now, even though my entire life is controlled and I'm a slave. I'm loving this because I feel free right now. I'm so grateful for even just an hour to be able to sit and listen to this without having to constantly multitask. So, so that's great. That's fantastic. I love it.
Yeah. Well, I'm afraid the world's not getting it, and we're not reaching the world. So hopefully, with the additional presentations we do on the cosmic essence, to look at analyze things independently, one item at a time, as words or symbols or what have you, because people have been so conditioned to the false narrative of the Babylonian priesthood that it's hard for anybody to wrap their mind around what what I'm sharing.
And in this fast-paced, distracting world, which has been created that way, it's harder to listen for long enough for it to start to open up and really get it. So I'm really looking forward to this new channel. This new channel with the Desert, because it'll make it simple and easy to comprehend.
Yeah, it's not hard. It's not hard for you to wrap your mind around the fact that the Earth is millions and millions and even a couple billion years old, right? That's not hard when you look at all the evidence, right? You can see that, right?
Yeah. What I find hard to wrap my mind around is that the entire world does not question all these false narratives and all this fake mixed up with bits of truth videos being put out and plugged on YouTube. They just accept it all, and it's all so bizarre. Like you know what I mean? Like the Nibiru, the aliens, just all of it, and yet they cannot fathom that the deceivers started all of this from the beginning with the word switch. They cannot fathom that, and once you can wrap your mind around that, it all opens up. Sorry, I feel very passionate about this now.
Right. Well, what's funny is that that people can't see what's right in front of them, but they want to buy into all these esoteric ideas that are nothing but theory, and you can never prove ever.
Yeah, they just accept it. They don't do their research, and then they come and have a quick look at what we're trying to share, and just dismiss it. Yeah, this is real. This is pure. This is true. This is the way home. And I just know it. I know it in my soul. I know it in my shul. I had nothing to. I don't want to say the word. I had nothing to believe in a year ago. I was desperate to find the truth. Everywhere I got answers, I would find more questions, and the dots weren't connecting. And I could see this world evolving and changing and getting very weird and horrible. And I'm just so grateful I found this, because this is it. This is the truth. This saved me. So thank you, Desert.
That's
for
great.
your hard work.
Well, you were meant to.
And let me light.
It was all meant to come together, because you provided the conveyance for us to continue to tell the story. And I don't. It doesn't matter to me whether people follow or not. I would wish people could see what Yeshua has made so clear for me. And of course they're not doing the legwork. All they got to do is sit back and listen. And then after you listen, then they have to process it. And the problem is, just like a computer program, it doesn't have a processor set up to be able to absorb, because they're operating on a different system, for all their life.
Yeah. They just can't see. Like example, the weirdness with the sky. I think that people just can't see it. They just literally can't see it. And that's why they can't be convinced. Also, I think part of the world doesn't know what natural sky looks like, because they weren't born when there was still natural sky.
Yeah.
They weren't born then. They're growing up.
It was just like here in town, I met some younger people that lived below me in the other apartment, and I was telling them about how when I was their age, that the skies were deep blue. When you saw the sky with no clouds, it was deep blue. And he says, and he looks up there and he says, "Well, it's blue." I said, "No. That's not blue. That's pastel light blue. I'm talking about deep blue." And so he couldn't get it. He just something so simple, he couldn't. He just say, "Well, oh, really?" You know, like in other words, accept that what I was saying was possibly true, but he just thought, well, no, it's blue. I'm looking up there, it's blue. No, you don't see all the haze. You don't see all the haze up there. It's like a milky white blue. That's not deep blue, you know. And so yeah, just a simple narrative. He couldn't even be able to get the picture of what I was trying to convey to him as an adult, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And we get, like, I know I do when I'm trying to get past that, and also out there in YouTube land, truthers in general, we get so frustrated when we see this, when we see that people just can't see and comprehend, and it's wasted energy, and it brings us all down. Trying to convince people that can't be convinced. So, yeah. So, I'm trying to remember how it goes. Many will seek, but few will enter.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
But hopefully this will wake a few more people up.
Many seek to enter in, but few will be saved.
Okay, that's a better one.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, and it's because they cannot, pierce the veil. They can't pierce the veil because the veil has been put over their eyes. That's the eval. The eval is the veil. You see. Yeah.
Wow.
The deval is the veil, because there is no devil. It is, it is the veil. That's what it means. The veil that they placed over your eyes. The D is the death.
I just saw something when you was, wow. 1 second, I'm just typing.
Okay.
I'm putting it in the chat. Wow. Because you know how I am at explaining things.
Right.
Yeah, I got back in, I reloaded and it worked. So.
Right. So you're right. Evil. So what evil means, to live is to have experienced the evil. That's what it means. It's the reverse, right? To have lived is to, yeah.
I didn't see it with the word veil.
Yeah. And, yeah. See, they're all anagram. It's an anagram, and so to live in this matrix is to have a veil placed upon you, and that's the eval. Because remember, the E I said is a corruption also in the word die, right? Wow. E was a corruption because we want to get back to the A, and the A is where we find the light. That the first letter of the alphabet that represents the sun, represents the pure creation. Mm-hmm.
Wow. Wow, Desert. Yeah. Oh, this is amazing. This is amazing. I don't know what to say. Overwhelmed and wow. The Ace of Oars are speaking. They're so powerful when you know the truth, and it's amazing. Yeah, thank you. I want to say thank you to Yeshua for getting you to do this. Yeah, I'm so grateful.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, I'm grateful too, because it's he gives to those who are not even worthy of it, and then we have to learn how to deal with it. So we're all attempting to take the knowledge and then to apply it to our spiritual walk, and we're in a world, as it says, they deceived the entire world. Well, if the world is deceived, and then it says many seek to enter in, but few are saved. Well, we see the the essence of that meaning, that we as we look at ourselves coming to terms with this knowledge, that still we all have a work to do, and there's much more to learn. And then we got these people on their pulpits getting everyone to say amen, hallelujah, brother, and then they get back in their cars after 45 minutes of a multi-level marketing pep rally. Then they get back in their cars for the rest of the week, and they go do what regular people do in the world, and have no spiritual life. Some do. I mean, some of these traditions are very devoted in their religious activity, but still, the bottom line of the pure tradition is that it sets you free from sin, which is blindness. It sets you free from blindness, and therefore sets you free from the serpent, which is the ego and the lower nature, and brings you to the higher level of being. It's a lower. There's the lower versus the higher, and it brings you up. So people are claiming religion while they're living in the lower, and that's why these religious people will not pick you up if you're hitchhiking. They'll just drive past you if you're broken down on the side of the road, or they'll do things to each other. They'll backbite each other or persecute each other. That they live just like the people in the world. The only difference is they got religion. Which makes them really worse than good sinners, because good sinners are more honorable in a sense than good religious hypocrites that live just like the sinner. Yeah.
I see the difference. What you were saying, like people that claim to be good people will drive straight past or walk straight past somebody dying on the side of the road, and are under the illusion that they're being a good citizen, and people that are seen as I don't know, as crazy or like us. We can't do that. We can't go straight past somebody. We can't ignore somebody in trouble. And if we do something as awful as that, we know that, we're aware of that, and we feel it, and we admit that we did wrong. And these people that are blind and they walk straight past people in pain, they think they're so good and they can get away with it, and then go to church on Sunday. I sound like I'm quoting you because I am.
Yeah, I remember meeting this guy one time. I was still in my 20s, I think, at the time. So this was like 40 years ago, and I remember him telling me, this is in Texas, and he says to me, I don't know how we got in the conversation, but we were talking about somebody if they were walking, like maybe if I were walking and I needed a ride. He said, no, I wouldn't pick them up. I said, why? He says, well, if they were meant to have a ride, they would have a ride. So I'm not to, so I'm not picking them up because they would have a ride if they were supposed to have a ride. Oh, okay, that's a very logical statement. Yeah. Huh. So that's a pretty good excuse not to help anybody, because they would already be helped if they were supposed to be helped, right? Yeah, sure. Yeah. Wow. What an argument.
Well, there's no logic in that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I also understand that in this world, we also have to be very cautious, extra cautious with strangers. But if I don't know how to put it.
Well, it's not the woman's job. I just want to add, it's not the woman's job to pick up hitchhikers. It's not because it's a man's thing. The men are supposed to be doing those things. The women are taking care of the household. The men are supposed to be out there and doing these type of things that I'm talking about. Women are not supposed to pick up men if they're hitchhiking, because that would be very dangerous. But it's it's the man's job, and so it's just that we don't see it. We don't see. The men are afraid. Oh, they're afraid. But they
well, that's part of the mind control, like making men appear as more feminine, and not the anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah?
Right.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. They made him into a pansy. In other words, what you're saying, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
Sensitive New Age guy. There you go. I remember that statement from the 90s. It was
Yeah.
The latest sensitive New Age guy.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the start, I think, of it,
All right.
of the mind control. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, not just that part of the mind control, not the overall mind control. I'll stop rambling now.
All right. Well, did we cover all our bases?
I think we did.
All right. I feel like my face is frying long enough on this phone. I can't wait to get this phone out of my face to get on Skype. You know.
Your face will fry no longer.
All right.
It's going to be working.
All right, that's good news. That's great. We should be able. It seems that so many others do their interviews and everything on Skype. I'm trying to figure out why can't we do this thing on Skype? And so I guess we're getting almost there. So that's good news.
Yeah.
All right.
It was just one setting.
All right.
Positive.
All right. That's exciting. All right.
I tried doing it. Yeah, I tried doing it a different way, downloading the extra for the OBS to the NDI. I think I can't remember what it is. To be able to stream Skype through the OBS, but I can't get the attachment to show up. I can't get it to work, so I gave up and went and looked in my settings, and so it's going to work. I know it's
wonderful.
Going to work. It was
okay.
just a volume issue.
Yeah, and we'll be on Friday then, right, at 10 a.m. Eastern time?
You don't want to do it tonight?
Tonight? Tomorrow? Oh, that's right. We're on in 12 hours, right? 11 hours. All right. I'm lost in cyberspace. Okay, there you go. We're on 12 hours, less than 12 hours from now. We'll be back on with Ninja Cat 111. Okay. Yeah, this is a Wednesday special because we didn't do it. We got a late start on Monday, so we're making up for it on Wednesday. Okay.
Yeah, because we were going to do Tuesday and we ended up skipping it.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Very good.
No worries.
I'm not worried. Who's worried?
I had to. Let there be no worries.
Yeah. You know what? I figured out where that came from, actually. Because I got a bottle of wine at the BP station the other day, and on there it was dedicated to the prisoners who came over on the boat into Australia. I couldn't get over it. It was an Australian wine. I threw it away, so I don't have it to look at. But and on there it was dedicated to the first Australians who got over here, and then finally I guess they were let go or something, and they planted their own vineyard and created their own wine. So I realized that you got to imagine all those guys coming over here from England on a ship. What's the one thing they're gonna say? Man, I don't know what's gonna happen to us when we get over here. They got crocodiles and kangaroos and all this other stuff. And the guys would say, "Hey, no worries, man. It's gonna be all right. No worries." So I think that's how it started, Ninja. The prisoner colonies, right? You think so? You think it could have been?
It makes so much sense.
What? What?
I'm sorry. It makes so much sense.
It made sense to me. I thought about it. Yeah. Mate, when we get over there, we're going to cash in. We're going to get the lottery, Don't worry about it.
Because you just made me say something, doesn't it? You just made me think of something. Convicts. I don't know, convicts. We had convicts come over.
Yeah, you're nothing but one giant prison colony over there. That's all you are. You're
yes, we are.
Children of prisoners.
The convicts' prison outfits were off-white colour with arrows, black arrows all over them. Black arrows.
Okay.
Yeah, just, I don't know, I'm seeing that, so I'm saying it just in case it means something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well.
Right.
Well.
In other words, the arrows were pointing at him in every direction. This is the guy. This is him. Look at him. All right.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah, the arrows like all over the prison outfits. Like
Right,
Google
right.
convicts, and
Yeah.
you'll see the arrows.
I can't begin to tell you what it was like to wear pumpkin orange for 26 months. If you want to talk about psychological deprivation, you know, it's just like, wow. Why can't they give us pretty blue or, you know, or something, you know, instead bright orange? Like you're a pumpkin.
Yeah.
And of course, orange is the secret color of you know, the secret societies. The orange is like their code color, you know, and so if you'll see them wear orange periodically, and it's a Freemasonic high sign saying, yeah, but it goes back to India. The orange goes back to India. That's why you see the priest, the Tibetan priests, they wear orange, you know. Yeah.
Wow.
Signs and symbols
so
rule the world.
Like we can make that another thing on the cosmic essence if you like.
Oh, sure. That's that'd be color.
Yeah.
That'd be symbols. Under symbols,
Wow.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
We can get there's
Yeah.
so, oh wow, it's endless. It's so
Yeah,
much.
well, that would be a 3-minute presentation. It's not a big, you know, elaboration. It's just, yeah.
Yeah, but I'm just thinking of all the different, like, we can go into any subject. But yeah, we'll keep it simple on the cosmic essence.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just thinking of the way colour is used for mood and relating it to the aura and frequencies and the mind control and just all of it is just overflowing in my head at the moment.
Yeah.
Wow.
Right.
Wow.
All right, Ninja. Well, very good.
Okay,
And
I'll stop frying your nose. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. All right, then let's get back to the chat, okay, and then we'll pick it up on tomorrow at 10 a.m. with you, okay?
Okay.
Eastern
so
time.
You good for that?
In the U.S. Yeah.
It's okay.
I'm good.
Okay.
All right.
Cool. All right.
Thank you for calling in.
No worries.
I'm not worried. She keeps trying to reassure me not to worry, and I'm like, all right.
I didn't even realize I was saying that until I said it. Okay, I'll go before I get the giggles again. Yeah, love you guys in the chat, my family, and love you, Desert, always.
Thank you, Ninja. At least you don't speak French. It would be more probably even more interesting. But we're good. Okay, and we'll see you in the chat, Ninja. Thank you so much. It's always fun to have you. It's a ball.
Thank you.
All right. Keep looking up. Bye. All right. Oh, jeez.